Addiction doesn't just affect the person who is an addict. Addiction affects everyone who loves and cares for that person. It affects families. It affects friends. Addiction affects the entire community. When addiction affected this household in Howell, New Jersey, they took action. The Regan family united together and decided to use their experience to help others. They founded CFC Loud and Clear and opened up their farm to people and families who needed help. CFC became a family of its own, welcoming everyone and anyone who needed help and freedom from their addictions. CFC is now in its 10th year and continues to grow in strength and numbers of brave individuals who are fighting for their lives and coming together as a community and a family to battle addiction. From our family to yours, we want you to know that there is hope and a life after addiction. CFC Loud and Clear is here to help you bridge that gap between active addiction and a life in recovery. We have lost friends. We have lost family, but in the faces of those losses, we unite together to become one and to learn to celebrate life and the people that we love. My name is Jay Rivera, Program Director here at CFC. I would like to welcome you to this year's Rock the Farm with some amazing stories of hope from a few of our members.
Grew up in a great family, had loving parents, a twin sister, an older sister.
We grew up spending a lot of time together as a family, traveling, camping, hiking.
My parents were divorced at an early age.
My biological mother gave me up to her sister when I was a couple of months old.
I was a happy child, outgoing, very artistic, creative.
I was in the Gifted and Talented program.
My mother was a hairdresser, so I would always play in her salon and pretend like I was a hairdresser.
As a teenager, I started experimenting with drugs.
I was always getting in trouble for hanging out with the older kids.
My father, who raised me, had died, and that's when I got the diagnosis of bipolar 1.
I ended up being diagnosed with PTSD, anxiety, and depression. And because of that, I took to drinking heavily.
I entered into an abusive relationship, and that's when I found I was relying on drugs more and more.
With the ample amount of drugs that I had to sell, I started doing them like way more than I was selling. And then that's when the problem became very, very bad.
I didn't know how to handle myself, to deal with life on life's terms, and I turned to harder drugs to numb the pain.
The alcoholism got so bad. I lost relationships with my family, with my fiance.
This never-ending cycle, and I never felt like I ever had a break.
My addiction pretty much took everything away from me that I loved, and I knew it was time to get help.
We were looking for everything that we could possibly do, and whenever my fiance and I heard Dan's story and got the word of this place, my fiance and I looked at each other and just said, this is it. This is the place.
It was at CFC where I found that I'm really okay without drugs and alcohol.
I was introduced to CFC and was told that I can become a member and all the great things that come along with CFC.
What CFC does is find every approach for anyone, I think, possible to get help if they want it.
CFC really helped me build lifelong connections that weren't based on getting high or going out and partying.
Seeing how happy my mother is to have her son back, or my brother to have his brother back, or my godson to have a good role model, like that is what pushes me forward.
It's on us to help ourselves, and CFC allows us to do that. You know, for those who are driven, for those who are motivated, who want to be able to do that. CFC offers everything you could possibly want.
Life is really great, and it's actually more interesting once you put the drugs and alcohol down and you get to know yourself and find out, you know, what you really want out of life.
I am the supervisor CPRS at Hackensack Meridian Health. I got all my certifications through CFC, Narcan training, CPR certification, mental health, first aid certification.
CFC has really helped me manage all of my goals and helped me understand that everything I want out of life is something that I can achieve.
Today I'm happy, healthy, and whole.
I can live a happy, productive, stable, and free life.
Rock the Farm is not just a great show. It is essential to fund CFC's fight against addiction. Through sponsors like Mike Schreiber and the Schreiber Engel Foundation, to individuals like you help to raise the financial support that is so vital to save one life at a time. For more information on how to support the CFC community, where you or a loved one needs our help, please visit healingus.org.